In honor of my older brother, Rabbi Yaakov Shiche, 22 years ago, our father passed away. 6:20 in the evening. He was sick 10 years with Alzheimer, very badly. 2 weeks before he died, he fell down on the chair, from the wheelchair in the special home that he was there. I remember taking him to the hospital, to Mount Scottus, Adasa. Number one doctor for older people in Yerushalayim is my father Talmid, Professor Yochanan Stessman, big Talmid Chochem. The way he supported himself when he's in medical school, was a teacher of Tanakh in my father's high school, Netiv Meir. And he asked his assistant, some cousin doctor, Muslim, nothing wrong Muslim doctor, just the story. And he checked my father, and he said to me in English, "How old is?" I said, 83. 82, 83. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. I said, "Doctor, what I lied to you?" He said to me, he's 83, but his heart functioning like 30 years old. My father, Alav Shalom, never went to the gym room in Citadel Hotel, whatever you decide to pick, the pretty girls. Never went to a gym room. He born by nature, by Kodesh Baruch Hu, very, very strong guy. When he's already older, I used to live in the first floor in Beit Vegan, across the street from my parents, and asked my father if he knows any company to be a schlepper. I bought a dryer to push, to get it in from the window, from the back. He said, "I want, what time?" Okay, my father came on time. One hand pick, one hand put. When he's already 60. He was very, very strong. Known to be in the yeshivas in Old Mir, in Europe. Million times better yeshiva from today, Mir. Not as today is bad, but million times better. Maybe 1,000,002. I would say most of the guys in Mir Yeshiva, in this time, in the age 22, 23, knew by heart most of the Shas, most of the guys. And in Simchat Torah, Simchat Bet HaShoeva, to make the place labeling, used to take chain of metal with two ends, like this. Break them. Used to take a quarter, a nickel, whatever you want to call this, with two fingers like this. His main goal in life was two things he was very crazy about them. Torah, he really believed whatever Rav Chaim Rosenblatt wrote in his book. I'm not able to read it for some ADD reason or autist reason, whatever you want to call this. Whatever Rav Chaim Rosenblatt wrote in his book, he believed in this 1,000,002 times more. My father came to Israel in 1935. His parents said to him, "Label, you're going to die in Palestine by the Arabs." All of them die. I told him on Kippur night, through Elisha's mother would walk in Yad Vashem, we find out, as in Yom Kippur night, the whole city of him, just on my father's side, over 20 people, used to have over 10 brothers and sisters, many of them married, nephew, nieces, over 20, 30, just my father's side. My mother's side, I don't know the numbers. All of them got into the pit. He was so upset when he is in the farm, came to Israel. Make the story short. He went volunteer to fight in the Jewish brigade, the English group, like we have Nachal Haredi. In Israel used to be Jewish group in the English army, fight against the Nazis. He got caught with all his friends. In Greece, he was sitting in jail. Again, my parents never talked to us, as everything is what I know from friends and from my older brother told me. He was then alive. It's before I born. He sat in jail over 4 years. He didn't see the sun because they went down to work in Pecham before the nets, and he came out after Shkia, so he didn't see the sun. He got able, because he's a soldier, they got treated a little nicer by the Nazis. They didn't keep Pesach, they didn't eat kosher in Pesach. But one thing he got able to have with him. Through smearing a Nazi, the Nazi went to one of the towns where Jews used to live. He got to Gemara Yevomes. I don't know if you have never heard about this kind of Gemara. It's not in the WhatsApp. And he got to Gemara Yevomes. He reviewed in the jail, in prison, 150 times Gemara Yevomes. 150 times Gemara Yevomes. What many of you don't have, love to Torah, appreciate the Torah, to understand whatever, in purpose I mentioned the book of Rav Chaim Rosenblatt, because you have to read the book. And the bottom of the book, I don't read it, I cannot read it, and I can bother my wife too much to read me the English. What you don't understand, most of you, and this is one of the purposes I make assume in this Yartzeit, as you cannot be a Jew without to know Gemara. If you don't know Gemara, you are not Jewish. You cannot separate them. If you're not crazy about Gemara, something wrong with you. If you're not crazy about girls, something not normal with you. You're a sick man. I'm not joking, guys. Get it to your mind. My father was the main priority was Torah. When my father was in jail, he wrote a will to my brother. And he wrote to him, Bezrat Hashem, thanks to some people, big lawyer, you have Hirsch in Yerushalayim, and Cham Yoav Tzion, Bezrat Hashem, next year, Bezrat Hashem. I said last year, next year, but my son just signed a contract with one of the biggest printers for him in Israel, published book, Yediot Achonot. Bezrat Hashem, next year, this time, I'll have a book, my father's history, and he write in the will, Yaakov, I'm asking you, you better know Bavli, Yerushalmi, back and forth. Without this, you're nothing. It was very simple, like it's very simple for you, for us, as you have to eat breakfast, and you have to eat lunch, and you have to sleep. It was very simple by my father. Without Torah, you're nothing. My father got able to create a school. I love when boys from America come and said, oh, it's too much subject to study. Sometimes I have to move to public school to study Jewish study, secular study. Guys, it's all garbage. It's all because you're not using your brain and you don't know how to use your brain. And you're a bunch of lazy. Lazy b'gematria is ADD. And if missing some numbers, you have ADD for sure. It's all lazy. My father got able to build a school, Yeshiva High School, from scratch. As the level of the Gemara was #1 in Israel, #1 compared to black yeshivas, used to tell every time from Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, because across the street, a block away from the Tiv Meir, was Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach Yeshiva, and my father every time used to love to make him angry. Used to tell him, Rebbe, how can be by you the learning all day Gemara, by me only 4 hours, and my students, or they're better from your student, or they're not less from them. Something wrong in your system. And he got able to build secular study, number 1 in Israel. Secular and not secular school. A lot of effort, a lot of devotion. I remember when I was a kid. My brother was a manager of a bank for many years. I remember when I was a kid, my father used to get up. I think my brother remember 5 o'clock in the morning, and sometime before, and he used to sit with the little money. I don't know if Yaakov Zocher. He used to buy bread. There used to be a bakery, a Masbia, doesn't exist today. And they used to count the money, if there's enough money to pay for the breakfast of the bread that they're going to get for the yeshiva. They got nothing, less of nothing. But they understood, my father understood, as we thought to make the boys and make it clear, this is the philosophy of Netiv Aryeh. My father wants the boys would belong to Koilel, to sit in Koilel, I mean 5 boys from the whole class. The boys would belong to the army. Netiv Meir is the yeshiva would create the most major general religious in the army. 5 or 6, one of them, all of them religious, all of them came from Netiv Meir. Big doctors, big lawyers, anything you want. The guy who wrote in the book on my father is one of the best dean of a law school in Israel. All kind of students, but they understood the priority, not less from to have a Jewish state, but my father was a big Zionist. And when I used to ask him, Abba, you're in me, how you got to Zionism? He used to tell me, Rabbi Yerucham the Mashgiach, without to prove it for many years I didn't understand. And he used to say, the Chumash is Zionist. You're not Zionist, all of you. You're living there. Now when you came here, many of you suffer here. If you don't live here, you're not Zionist. My father used to say, the Torah is Zionist. You believe in God, you believe in Torah? It's Zionism. Lech lecho me'artzecho. You don't believe in this. And love to his student. This used to be the first main priority. I said a few weeks ago, I'll say again. In the funeral of Rav Lichtenstein, the whole family, the children spoke. One thing we have to give credits to our father, Rabbi Lichtenstein, Eved Hashem. As by him, the family is before the student. I'm sorry, I cannot say it. But my father was very clear. The boys in yeshiva is before the kids in the house. Like my own kids used to say to me, Abba, I will pay you tuition, maybe you talk to me. Because the purpose of my father believed, I came to the world to serve the students. To realize as the relationship, and this is all the Netiv Aryeh, all the Rebbeim are like this. The relationship between parents and kids is like the relationship between Rebbe and a student is like relationship between parents and kid. And if there's no love between the student to the Rebbe and the Rebbe to the student, it's not the Rebbe and not the student. Go read in the downstairs, in the middle floor. This was written there, and this used to be my father's philosophy. I tell every year the story, I tell again. When I went to yeshiva first time, I didn't know how to pack the suitcase then. I still don't know. And I called in the inside phone, the old sister. And I said to my father, can you send Ima home to help me to pack? My father said, no. I said, why not? He said, the boys. She's busy with the boys. Before you, and I asked, who is more important? You, them, or me? You know, a little picture 13 like you. Arrogant ego like you. Maybe not so arrogant like you, maybe not so ego like you. Because we think got nothing in the house. You think you create the world. And my father said to me, no, the boys is more important. And I said to my father, excuse me, Abba. How you can say this? And I closed the phone. But this my father believed, and this what people live in Netiv Aryeh. The reason I'm making every time in this Yartzeit, because the word Netiv means the way. We try to go here Netiv Aryeh. We are not involved in politics. We are not involved in anything. We have one goal here. Try to get you to be a proper Jew. Try to get you to keep Shulchan Aruch. It's not Orthodox Jew, modern Jew, ultra-Orthodox, modern Orthodox. All these words is full of garbage. More garbage from garbage. It's one word. Try to keep Shulchan Aruch. And the minute you came into Tidaria, guys, you are stuck with this. You cannot run away. All of you. Look at some boys, Shana Betty, how they're doing so well. You better start to wake up and realize, like I said to you all the time, because your stupid mother and my stupid mother. You have to do something with yourself about yourself. What we did. You better realize as all the Rabbonim here, all the workers here, they are here to serve you. They are here because for some stupid reason, you are the legacy, you are the next generation. We are here to serve you. Because if not going to be people who know how to learn, you be the way as most of you read Gemara, it means you don't know how to read Gemara. And this is also true about any place. Like in the Haredim Yeshivas also, 70% of the Chutznikes don't know how to read. We're going to lose our religion. Trump president, Clinton president, all stupidity. If we're not going to be very proud Jews, and Jew with a lot of love, and to understand, you got to live in America, live in America. But you have to understand, without Israel, there's no future to America. Israel saved you. Any soldier in Israel, any security in Israel, even if you live in Alaska, save you. The same thing with everybody understand. As we need Talmud Torah, we need Yeshivas, we need Afayomi, we need Eretz Yisrael. You cannot separate them. No way to separation, guys. Get it to your mind. You have opportunity. Start to wake up. It's not going to help you. He's only left 13 days till Hanukkah. 13 days of learning. Somebody that knows math today, help me. Don't trust me. 13 days of learning till Hanukkah. From Hanukkah till Rosh Chodesh Adar, maybe 30 days of learning. Maybe I'm wrong, 40 days of learning. Altogether 40 plus 13, how much it is? 53, if I'm not wrong. You move me now from Kita Aleph to Kita Bet. Guys, you have to realize, my father used to have a field, we used to live in the farm. We live in the farm. And my father used to go from learning to walk in the farm. From learning, he didn't separate them. You cannot separate them. Our grandson and Roy, they're working on the book of all kinds of chivas of my grandfather. You see him writing to Rav Azil, to Reb Reuven Katz, the Degel Reuven. There are questions we ask Chazon Ish Zatzal about Elchot Kilayim, about mikvahs when they build a new mikveh, and they didn't got water, and they have to bring ice water, Maim Shuvi, make sure without to discuss it. All the famous questions. He used to learn, he used to work. He used to go to teach in Bnei Akiva Yeshiva High School with boots, short pants, and boots. He used to come from the refet, from the cows, from walking in the field to learn, and he didn't cease. Guys, get it to your mind. You have to do Torah v'Avodah. It's nothing to do with Bnei Akiva. I went tonight to a bar mitzvah, Uri Kari, the director of the yeshiva. His son born the Yartzeit of my father, Chaf Aleph. Like my granddaughter Shira and another granddaughter born in the Yartzeit of my father, Uri called them Yaakov and his father and Arya. And I just thought his son did a Siyum Shas Mishnayis. I thought similar things between Uri's father and my father. Uri's father was a worker in the kibbutz Saad. He was Evet Knani of the kibbutz. We had to discuss it, the way that kibbutz Bnei Akiva treat them, and all the workers. Evet Knani, you know, Shas Be'at. Be'at. Walking in the Gezer, used to say Shas Be'at. My father, the same thing. I still remember when I was a little kid, my brother remember better for me, when Zionism started, didn't understand exactly how to mix Torah and Zionism. He used to come the head of Bnei Akiva, Yoske Shapira, and all kind of other shmentkes. I remember I'm a little kid. And fighting with my father, if my father is Zionist or not. And my father used to have a beautiful song and say, Yoske, I don't have to prove you I'm Zionist or I'm not Zionist. I fight in the Haganah. I was a spy in the Haganah. I used to steal a lot of guns from the English base in Alexandria. I used to import from the Oniyot of Napelim used to sneak in, because the English, what gave us a lot of solace in this country, the Queen and all the Rishonim from United Kingdom. As my father used to be a very strong guy, used to swim, cross from Kfar Vitkin into the boat and take 3 Jews on his back. My father didn't know what it means scared. Nothing stopped him. Because this for Eretz Israel. This for Israel. Guys, get it to your mind, devotion. You want to, everybody ask every boy here, I feel after my speech, what is your goal in life? Everybody say, I want to be rich. There are 2 conditions to be rich. First one and the last one is Kodesh Baruch Hu. It's not what you want. You can be very rich and day after to be a schnorrer by the kotel. I'm not here to bless anybody or to curse. Second is devotion. Guys, you have to be devotion. If you don't have devotion, if you don't have a passion, you're never going to be succeed. Never. You want to succeed, we want you to succeed. Because some of you will give us checks in 20 years. Not all of you. But every tzaddik is 20 shmentrikers. I'll forget the yeshiva. For sure, I promise you. This is the way of the world. What you want to succeed is devotion, is passion. But the same passion you have to learn. You cannot separate this. God, get it to your mind. Whatever education you got till today, I don't know if you can call this education. I know what to call this. They keep you 4 years in high school to send you to yeshiva in Israel. It's like Achon the Rabbe. It's what we're calling in the Rishonim Machshir Mitzvah. It's not the mitzvah, it's Machshir Mitzvah. You better wake up, guys. The year is over. It's not easy. You have a lot of stupidity in your head, a lot of garbage in your head. I just finished what the Gemara said in Megillah a few pages before the end. Megillah is Tosefta, a few other places. Stirat, my father used to love to say this Gemara many times. We used to talk with the Akiva guys, and they used to tell him, Abaye, how do you know you're right? Maybe we are right. As my father used to open this Gemara, he used to tell him, read with me the Gemara. Stira skeinim, binyan tzirim stira. When older people with knowledge, people with wisdom, people that understand the world, people that went through Shas, not just old people. People that have a little, what I'm calling das teire. Doesn't mean you have to be a member of Agudah. The brain is not only in Agudah. People that learn a lot of Torah, pure Torah, they have the brain. And sometimes look to you like they destroy, they're not destroying. They're building. One of the guys here, I don't know if he's here now, maybe he ran away, pushed the madrich and ran away. One of the guys, few guys said, why are you picking on me? I'm not picking on nobody. We're not even picking. We are here to try to help you. We are a mission of God's job. I believe, as 15 years ago when I got very sick with cancer, and thanks to all kind of holy people above everybody, Kodesh Baruch Hu, and the shlich and the doctors, Kodesh Baruch Hu gave me life against all the medical books. For one reason, guys. Only for one reason. To do the garbage job that I'm doing here. Me and all the Rebbeim. Because we are here, you are the legacy, you are the next generation. I know you don't believe me, whenever I say this, one of you guys asking, what do you mean we tell us? You love us. Very simple. We love you here. We are here for you. We are here for you. Every morning I said, after 3 times Moderni regular like every Jew, Moderni for my first operation, Moderni for my second operation, and then I said, like the Sfardim, הרי מקבל עליי מצוות עשה של ואהבת לרעך כמוך, and then I said, God help me to make all the decision what is good for the yeshiva and not for Bina family. You are our priorities, guys. You don't understand. I know you don't understand. You don't believe me. You think we are here for Maftir, for Shishi, Shlishi. I'm a Levi anyway. And Maftir I don't take because my father told us, don't get used to COVID. We are here for one reason, all the Rabbonim here. It's not just Aaron ben Rochel Esther. We are here to serve you guys. We are here to help you. Because all of you need a lot of help. A lot of help is not a joke, guys. Like my grandson said when he went to Morasha, I said to him, what you impressed with Morasha? He said to me, I impressed two things. Yachad, which is very holy thing, and the second thing I didn't realize, as by American, Hebrew is equal to Chinese. It's scary. You are Jews, written in all the Kabbalah Sforim. As you like the Jew in the room, after 3 years we'll talk Hebrew. Because Hebrew is the language of God. Before you parented to you a bris, you already know Hebrew. It's like the Mishnah called this. Loshen HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shame. He's a busher. Forgive me, God. Forgive me, my father. It's scary. We have to bring our student to work with you on your reading skill. A speech therapy. What you are? Something mentally defected by you? We have to bring Uri Schneider with a speech therapy from the Shemesh to help you in the reading? Yeah, this is what we have to do. This is what we're doing. Costs us a lot of money. But we don't care because our priority is to help you. Without to know the next Gemara, to read Gemara, you're not going to be Jews. You can have bris milah 10 times. Ishmael also got bris. What make Avram, Yitzchak and Yaakov to be Avram in Yitzchak and Yaakov is to know a page Gemara. Avram Avinu knew already a page Gemara. The Gemara said, as Avram Avinu learned 700 Masechtas Avodah Zarah. Without the discussion, what happened to all these 700 Gemaras? Before God created the world, God created the Torah. Get it to your mind. Everything what we speak, get it to your mind. But one thing I will finish. Because this is a very important message. Because I spoke today to Benji's father, said, all the yeshivas, except one yeshiva of Reb Naftali Kaplan in Ramot, and also white yeshivas don't talk about this. Once, Erev Purim, in every school, the boys get crazy. Erev Purim, the boys took the garbage and put, the little garbage, put it on the cleaning Jewish lady on the head, a little garbage. My father right away called up this boy and said, you leave the yeshiva now. No Purim, no nothing. Go to hell, now. I don't want to see you anymore. An hour later, another boy did it to one of the Rebbeim. Moshe Reich, Zichrono Livracha, got killed in the car accident. My father stood, he was very, very, very short, not out to throw garbage in him. Very, very short. Really like a little gamat. He came to my father and he said to my father, Rebbe Aryeh, for the cleaning lady, you throw them out. I'm a rabbi, teacher of the 12th grade. Why you give in? Why you don't throw them out? My father looked at him and said, Moshe, you are a Moshe before, you are a Moshe after. What you get excited from stupid kids, throw the garbage in your head, you're still the same person. Take a good shower, you'll be the same person. The lady Mazal would clean the floor and she cleaned all the bathroom. Well lower she can go. She cannot go more lower. And if the boys throw the garbage in the head, get lost. Not in my yeshiva. Because my father was the philosophy of Mir, the philosophy of Rabbi Yeruchem. You have to be a human being. If you're not a human being, take all your Gemara and go back to the church. Better to be in the church from being to know being big time Torah and not the nice man. Guys, I'm begging to you. And I'm asking my father, if we do anything wrong, come tonight and tell us as we are wrong. Abba, you know us, we are here to serve the boys. We are here to build the next generation. All the Rebbeim, every Rebbe in his own way. We have all kind of ways. But everybody is here, L'koved HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because you are the future. You are the future of Am Yisrael. Nothing else is the future. Like a mother came today from Englewood. And she said, what is special about Netiv? As I told a few things. But one of the things I said, here we're walking with the heart. Here, we are here to serve you. Here, Netiv is not just about learning. Netiv is about life. And life, part of life is to know how to learn. And like I said to a guy today, if you convince me as religious make you anxiety and religious make you to be not normal, I give you a heter not to be religious. It's very, very normal. My father used to tell us all the time. You have to be a mensch, you have to be normal. Like he used to say, so much Frumkeit in the world, as people forget God exists. He was down to earth, very big Zionist, but very crazy about Torah. The same thing, believe Zionism, you believe in Torah. You cannot live without Torah, you cannot live without Zionism. And for sure, before everything and after everything, we are here to serve the boys. We are here to help you guys. You be the next generation. And we want to make sure, as we didn't do mistake with you, we want to make sure, as I feel if you come not religious, but you're still married to a Jewish girl, not our fault. And if it's our fault, it's very, very scary. We'll get killed in hell. Because I'm not scared for my private affairs. I'm not scared. Kol Yisrael Shem Chek Lo Yeh Lo Mabo. I'm part of Kol Yisrael. But I'm terrified about our responsibility. Terrified. We daven a lot, we fast a lot, we beg to God a lot. Today, my father Yartzeit, no question, is Neshama here. I'm asking you, Abba, help us a little upstairs. We need a lot of help. Because the head of the boys are full of stupidity, full of pornography. If you don't put a filter, you don't belong to Tivai, you don't belong to Judaism. Maybe to Christianity, I don't know what is Christianity. Just finish this and make Siyum in the Masechet.